One of the best things about living in a Bulgarian village, your neighbour can get you almost anything. I asked for barley and for just £5, he bought me back 30 kilos. But instead of animal feed, I had a crazy idea. What if I malted it myself? With the long-term aim of turning it into beer. For those of you that know me know that I love to make beer. I'm a home brewer, hobby that I took up in England. This was my first real attempt at malting. I soaked the grains in water, let them rest, and repeated. For 3 days, I sprayed them every 4 hours and gave them a big soaking before bed. Slowly, little sprouts began to grow. That's exactly what we were looking for. The barley's germinated. Gonna dry it off in the sun because we've got 35-degree temps today. Once they hit around 2 centimeters, they were ready. Now came the tricky part, drying them. You see, when you've got a big batch like this, it's quite difficult to dry it in the oven, so I had to find an alternative method. It was pretty hot, and it was over 30 degrees outside, but it just wasn't drying enough. But I had an idea. I realised, what's a natural greenhouse on my land? I don't actually have a greenhouse right now. What's the next best thing? It's my car. In summer, inside that car, it gets to 50 degrees. So I left the grain in the boot. Basically, I turned my car into a giant oven. Once the grains dried, I had to remove the little root hairs. And I'd seen online that people had used a sieve, so I gave it a bash. But a sieve was way too slow. So, me being me, getting innovative, I decided I would use my cement mixer and line it with nylon. And it worked, until the nylon ripped, while I decided to pop inside the house. Still, it stripped the roots perfectly. I cleaned off the rest the old-fashioned way. 2 buckets, a fan, and some Bulgarian summer wind. The last step was kilning. I roasted the grains in the oven at different heats to create different flavours and different colours. Then, my friend Van Gaal reached out to me and let me know that he had a crusher. So we popped up to his little farmhouse, and although the electrics looked a little bit dodgy, he let me use his grain crusher. I really did think that it might turn everything into powder, but it actually came out just right. From a £5 sack of barley, I now had my own homemade malt. It took patience and a bit of creativity, a car boot, a cement mixer, and a lot of spraying. But I did do it. And this is just the beginning of what I'll make with it, because the very next step is to go and make myself a Helles lager. So I hope you guys are going to join me when we knock out a cracking homemade craft beer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Cheers.